Argentina is the second largest country in South America with a population of over 47 million people. The main religion is Roman Catholicism, but all denominations and false cults are present as well. The country is divided into 23 provinces or states, some of which still do not have even one independent Baptist church. The Thorntons are in the city of Rosario, which has a population of a little over 1 million people. Today, there are 3 independent Baptist churches in that city and plenty of room for many more. Brother Steve and Pam have been missionaries in Argentina for 31 years. During that time, they have been involved in church planning, camp ministry, and the training of national pastors and their wives. Through the years, many have accepted Christ as Savior through the churches in camp, and 5 have been called into full-time ministry and are serving in that capacity. Through Bible College Ministry, 15 men have been trained as pastors for churches in Argentina and Bolivia. During the pandemic, Argentina experienced almost 2 years of lockdown, beginning in March of 2020 and continuing until January of this year. During this time, Brother Steve was recording messages and sending them on WhatsApp to the church group and then in video form by YouTube to be able to continue preaching the gospel and instructing the new Christians. During the times they were allowed to meet, there were restrictions that meant meeting outside in the winter, meetings with only 10 present at a time, no food allowed, and such. At the end of last year, Brother Steve turned the camp ministry over to a younger missionary, Sean Bateman. For 2 years, camps weren't allowed. Then in January of this year, the Batemans held their first camp and had 61 campers and 10 saved. What a blessing. Please pray for God to give strength and wisdom to Brother Sean as he continues this important ministry started many years ago. Pastor Hernan Ortiz is now the pastor of the last church that the Thorntons started. He and his wife, Christina, have grown a lot and are really accepting the challenge of taking the church forward for the glory of God. While he still works part-time secularly, they are both involved in teaching and discipling each week while doing youth meetings and the regular services. The Thorntons are involved in church planning through helping national pastors and through the church planning network Riva that Brother Steve started with a handful of pastors 4 years ago. The goal is to encourage, help, and aid church planners in their new ministry. This extends to help rent facilities, helping with building needs, transportation needs, and many other things. Next February, the yearly church planning conference will be held at the camp at Rosario where it first began. Please be in prayer as they are trying to encourage all the pastors to come with their families so that the wives and children can be challenged and encouraged also. When the Thorntons return to Argentina, they will continue to be involved in church planning and in the training of nationals for the ministry. Your faithfulness and continued prayer and support have taken the gospel to these people. Thank you for that faithfulness. May the Lord reward you for your involvement in His work around the world.